Alright,
that's
fine.
Oh, shit.
Did you already start recording?
Yeah.
You piece of shit. Love you guys' cute pet names for each other.
That's what we were doing. Okay, go ahead.
It is going.
Go ahead.
Welcome back to the 20%.
Hey guys, welcome back to the 20%. What's up, dogs?
What up?
Alright, three of us are back in the studio. It's been 2 weeks. We definitely haven't restarted and are talking about this again.
This definitely isn't cut 2 or 3. Anyway, Lacey, you're back.
I'm back.
Where'd you go? Tell us about your trip.
I went to Oregon.
I want to know everything.
With the uncles.
No way.
Yeah, it was a really good vacation on the ocean. So lots of critters, lots of good views.
Cannon Beach.
Cannon Beach.
That place
seaside.
is like,
yeah.
holy shit, that place is breathtaking.
I loved it. We stayed in Rockaway Beach, which is really pretty and like 20 minutes outside. Had a good seafood. We tried to find the best fish and chips there is.
Fish and chips, that's
yeah.
sweet. But did you guys get to stop at Voodoo Donuts?
No, we didn't go
That's
through
not-
Portland.
That was probably like a little bit
no.
away from you.
I did discover the 101 though. I drove down it basically through most of through part of Washington and like a good chunk of Oregon. And I would love to do like a road trip down the entire like 101 from the top of Washington down. Just like along the coast the whole way. It's gorgeous.
I did something similar to that like a couple years back. I was in California in Malibu, and
Me too.
I rented a car from Thousand Oaks, and it was like on the PCH.
Nice.
It's just the highway that runs along the whole coast of California. It was on my birthday. It was my 23rd birthday, I think. And yeah, I just rented a car and drove from Malibu down to like San Diego by myself. It was like just beautiful, sunny, 90 degrees, windows down. Like just, it was an awesome birthday.
Yeah, I just love the ocean. It was good.
Yeah, we went and saw the ocean this weekend too. It was pretty dope. It was like the Gulf of Sam on the map. I don't know. But
What the fuck are you talking about?
we went to San Juan Island. We went to Friday Harbor, which is on San Juan Island. And we got to see lots of the ocean. It was cool. But yeah, my aunt and uncle just like gave us the keys and let us stay there for a little bit. And I guess my like uncle, he like built it when he was like 17, like with his dad, and it was pretty sweet.
No
In the
way.
70s. Shut the fuck up. Anyway,
Wait, so I know
it's a really nice cabin.
No, it was literally beautiful.
I know you guys did some recreational drugs.
We did
Went
some
on a little
recreational
extra
work
trip
out there.
on the
Yeah.
trip.
You can just say
It was freelance work.
Yeah, literally night 1 we did Molly and watched Cat in the fucking Hat, dude. I'm not even lying. Like,
How was
And
that?
it freaked Ryan out. Ryan got scared. And he was like, dude, change it. The CGI face is killing me. No, like Mike Myers' face in a Cat in the Hat suit is horrible. Like,
yeah.
it's like the worst.
the CGI is so bad. And I was like starting to peak on the Molly, and I was like looking at this weird cat face talking to me, and I was like, dude, turn it off. I can't. I was like, I can't do it. But yeah, fuck that. It's an hour and a half drive up north to get to Anacortes, to then take a 2-hour ferry, 2-hour plus ferry to this island. And, you know, island's beautiful.
Okay, so the cabin was great, but the people on San Juan Island and Friday Harbor, like in the town, sticks inside of
Y'all
their butt.
freaks.
Those backwoods folks.
I wish. Backwoods people at least, like, are funny. Like, they got, like, country humor and, like, whatever. They got twang to them.
Oh, it's done.
Probably.
But, yeah, these are the most boring, whitest,
Like, I mean,
cookie
like
cutter people I've ever come.
the average citizen of that town is like between 50 and 80.
There were still weird younger people. Everyone, something's in the water.
They were all angry like all the time. You can't take mushrooms and like just go out in public. They get mad at you, and it just didn't go well.
Wow, they sound real boring, that's for sure.
No, and it's like you can walk to everything on the island. The only shops that are on the island are like essential places. Like, there's one grocery store. There's one gas station. There's one car dealer. There's just one of every standard shop you would put in a little town that you would need to function.
It was just like the Twilight Zone, just being there. Like I don't know. You just like talk to one person. I feel like you would just get sucked in. Like we talked to one dude like as soon as we got there, like at the grocery store, and he's like, "Yeah, I've been living here for 7 years. I feel trapped." And like another cashier that I talked to like the next day was like, "Yeah, I feel trapped here." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
You're like, "Do you need help?
Yeah.
What can I do? Is it because the ferry's too expensive?"
Winked twice at me. And actually,
No,
what is your Snapchat?
and like that's the thing that like that's what it felt like. Like these people, I feel like because they're isolated on this island, there's not a whole lot of like human interaction. Maybe, I'm not really sure what's going on. Okay,
so we take mushrooms.
we did Molly the first night, and then we woke up and we ate mushrooms. Oh wait, it was like we were figuring out like how to eat them, and we came up with tacos.
Oh.
We got like 2 tortilla chips, like a little sandwich, and then put tacos.
So it's like nachos, like beef nachos.
Yeah.
Beef nachos
We just
and
have, like-
tacos are very different.
Okay, so we heard that there were like drug dogs on the ferry, and shout out to Washington State Ferries. You buy followers. The Washington State Ferries.
Their Twitter account. I was like looking on their Twitter, and we were on the ferry, and it said they had 30,000 followers, and I started looking at their tweets. They get like 1 like, 3 likes, and I tweeted them. I was like, "Why are you buying followers for your stupid ferry account? Like, why? What are you doing?"
35,000. Yeah.
Or I think it was 30. Whatever. But yeah, this fucking island. We did the mushrooms with the nachos, tacos.
Mm-hmm.
We ate, and it worked great. We didn't like hardly taste it.
Oh, that's good.
And we're like, all right, let's drive into town. Like they weren't hitting yet. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and as we're like on our drive, we could just like both start to feel it like pretty heavy.
Like as soon as we get in the car, like actually.
It knew.
Oh no.
Yeah, like the mushrooms knew. Like.
We're driving into town, dude, and like it's so hard to explain like how I don't know how you felt, but like
It was like eerie, but like.
Well, the town's eerie, but the mushrooms themselves, like, it was, like, for me, it was, like, so euphoric. Like, I would have loved to take
and we were coming down from Molly, so I don't know if that had anything to do
maybe it was,
do
like,
with
jacked. I don't know.
Weird. Was it, like, all foggy and rainy over there, too? Like, was there, like, a mood to it out there?
A little bit, but
Yeah.
it wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wasn't that weird. But we pull into town, and it's just, like, we go into this, like, little art gallery thing they had, and like I kept wanting to buy like all this stupid art. I'm like, dude, look at it, like, oh. Cyrus had to be like, dude, that's $300. Like, don't do this, like, please.
Typical like daddy Cyrus, like just has to be like, Ryan, no.
Stop it.
And we just kept popping in and out of shops and like.
And just I don't know if it's like the way that we're dressed. Like we just bought. I don't know. I'm wearing a new jacket. I don't know what you guys' problem is, but like they're staring at us everywhere we go.
Mm-hmm.
And someone commented and said that you bought a lighter.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Put a pin in the mushroom right now. Okay. This is the first clue. Just the first clue I'm going to give you guys as to how weird these fucking people are. I go into the fucking gas station to get a lighter. And it's like it was a tiny Bic one.
Yeah.
And there was different colors. And the lady was like, what color? I was like, surprise me. And she picks a black one. She goes, city boys get black.
Whoa, what a dick.
I don't know what it is I'm wearing or doing.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I don't know, like,
You had city boy.
and she gave me a black
right
lighter.
over your
I was-
forehead.
I remember Cyrus like standing outside the gas station. I come out like, dude, no, they're doing it again. Like they're being weird. Like I just like, dude, I was getting so fed up, dude. Like it was just pushing me. Anytime you tried to make a joke with someone, like they were not having it. Like, but anyway, we're like tripping balls,
City
dude.
boys
The
got
mushrooms are like
mad
really
cooties.
hitting, and then I park, and it's a 2-hour parking spot, and I don't know what was going on outside when we went to one store, or we went to a couple stores, and then we went into this restaurant, Blue Water Cafe. Fuck you.
I think it was Blue Water Grill.
Some shit. Yeah, Blue Water Grill.
Explain the 2-hour
On Friday
parking.
Harbor, and we parked there, and then we like went out to eat, and like eating was like weird. Like the waitress was not polite, and we were kind of being assholes. That's
Yeah.
when we FaceTimed you.
Yeah, we don't know, like, the first waitress, like, we don't really remember, I don't remember particularly, like, how I was acting. Like, I'm sure it was pretty off the wall, so maybe...
Oh no, it was when I was like, where do we go? And you just like went in and like sat awkwardly in between two people.
Yeah,
And like, we didn't even check in. You just like, you're like, I got this. And you just like go sit down in front of like 2 random people, like it's hella tight squeeze. And like into this corner, and you like cross your legs, and you're like, he has his mask on, and he's like, good evening. You're saying it exactly like that, like so obviously you're being retarded. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna stand here until like a hostess comes, and a hostess like never comes, and I'm like, I start panicking. I'm like, I just want to sit. Like, I just want to sit. Our name's not even down. Like, we can't do this right now.
And meanwhile, we're having this conversation. I went and sat down next to these two people waiting on the booth, and he's still standing like near the front, like standing up. We're having this like conversation.
Yeah.
He's like, he was like trying to talk quiet, like, I just want to sit. Like, and then I was like, come here. And then he awkwardly sits down next to this old guy.
Yeah, so like the space is like this tight. Like I'm like an old man's like right here, and I sit down, and I like sit near this old man's book. He's wearing like a hat. He's like a cartoony old man that plays chess in a park sometimes.
Like a top hat?
Yeah, nah. Well, I don't
Like
know,
maybe
like a
like a-
fedora maybe, but I don't know. But I sit down. He has like a book, and he's like reading something else, and he reads a lot, I guess, and that's cool. But I like sit down near it, and then he like moves it, but he like moves it kind of like passive aggressively. He didn't like jerk it, but like there was like a little bit of like sass
Attitude,
to it. Yeah. And I was like, I'm sorry, and he just like didn't look or do anything. I was like, and I like made him like respond. I was like, you're gonna respond to this. I was like, I apologize. And I'm like harassing him, like screaming at
He's
this
like,
old man.
I apologize.
Like, I told him a second time. He's like, it's okay.
Oh my god.
No, and it was just like, dude, we were just sitting there losing it. Like, just like sitting in this packed restaurant.
I
Like,
just feel like this should be like a bit or something. Like this is just
Yeah, it was real life.
Yeah. Like into them, like you guys are probably just the ones just being so fucking weird
dude.
and like
That's the thing. I don't even, I can't remember. Like,
oh
it
gosh.
like, I think my brain was just so rushed with serotonin. Like, there was nothing else to focus on besides just like being happy. Like,
How many shrooms did you eat?
So before we went into town, it was probably like less than an eighth each. Like it was like one full like pretty big mushroom each probably.
Nice.
And then when we got back, we ate the rest, and then it just kind of, yeah, we were like gonna record out there like all the mushrooms, and then like we got back to the cabin, and we were just like, yeah, I need to sit down and just think for like a 30 hours.
Oh man.
it like sucked the life out of us. But like back to like the restaurant, we like sit down, right? The waitress like off the bat like just total bitch vibe. Like mind you, might be from the the weirdness in the lobby. I don't know. But she seats us, and we're looking at the menu, and she comes back, and Cyrus like had been talking like the whole time, so he never looked at the menu. And the waitress is like, "What were you having to drink?" And he goes, "I want a Budweiser Heineken."
Either Budweiser or Heineken, just a beer. Just give me a beer. And she's just like, she was like, "Do you want a Budweiser or Heineken?" I was like, Budweiser. I was like, I mean a Heineken. Give me a Heineken. I don't regret getting a Heineken though. It was good.
It was just like the most.
Yeah, he was so like paranoid. Like it was the worst.
Wait, so what happened with the 2-hour parking spot?
Oh, and then we get back to the car, and we get inside of the car, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And with the doors are closed, and he puts the keys in the ignition, and then this old man looks over. This older old man, he just like looks over at us, and then he walks in between our car and this post sign. He points at the sign. He's like, "Hey, look at the sign."
And
And the window is like cracked, and you're like, "Huh?" He's like to this old man.
I was just like, "Huh?"
And the old man like really didn't want to come near us. And then he reluctantly comes all the way to the window. He's like, "You guys are past for 2 hours."
He's like, "I say here every hour, every day."
And then Ryan like, you always get like way too polite when you're high, and I like, it's like. I don't know. It's concerning. He's like, "Okay." He's like, "Okay, I'm sorry, we're leaving." "Oh, I'm sorry.
And it was like just like such a soft voice too. Like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
And I was like sitting there thinking like, did you watch us like when we parked here? You've been sitting there for 2 hours.
There's nothing like that's how big the island is. You just like you can just see
There's
us.
like a row of other parking
There's not enough room
spots.
for your 97 Explorer. I don't know.
You can tell you guys are city boys.
I guess.
City boys think they can get away with anything.
No, and we're sitting at the table in the restaurant, and we're in there for like a minute, and Cyrus starts like sitting there, and he's just like, "Oh, this place is boring me." Like he just starts like yelling, like, "This is boring." Like I was like,
I was getting mad. Okay, it was a boring place to be. I was like, I came here to have fun, and like this is not fun at all.
so we just like started yelling, like,
tripping balls and like in this dirty like empty bar. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
And then we just like started going into like the craft store, and like I started doing this thing like I would like.
Oh yeah, we went into like 5 or 6 shops like, and you just picked up this habit. I don't know.
I would just like most of the elderly people like they would like have their cart near me, and I would just like look at them and go like, "Ah ha ha!"
You just like I don't know if you like,
I would like
felt invincible because you had your mask on or something, but like
I would just like stand like so like weirdly in front of people, just like, "Ah ha ha!"
What in the world? Can you imagine you're going about
like,
your day like minding your own business?
You just be looking at him like really hard for like way too long at like one particular person like each time. Like make eye contact and like force them to like get in their bubble and just be like, "Ha ha! I fooled you."
Oh
I don't
my
know.
god.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. No, and then I just like started like creeping like behind like crouching down and like hiding in like aisles. It was just,
Of this craft store.
it was just so overwhelming.
And then we were in this one grocery store. They have like this upstairs like sportswear area. They sell like outdoors clothes and shit. And I was up there, and I remember I had this like debate with Cyrus over like it was like this like one of those kiddie basketball
you were in,
or
like-
a frisbee. It was a frisbee.
You were in dire need. He was in dire need for this frisbee. He's like, "Cyrus, can we get it?" I was like, "It's $10, dude. I It's raining.
And it like
It's raining.
and I was like, dude, it has like look at it had lights on it. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, I was like, dude, like I was like, dude, please, like.
You're like so desperate for it. You're like,
As if like I just couldn't.
it was
stop.
completely up to me. Yeah.
Like I needed permission for this $10.
I was like, I don't know, dude.
And I just like.
You're like, do you think we'd play it though? I was like, I don't know. It's raining. It's like really windy in the cabin. Like, we live by water. I don't know.
And I just like I looked. I was like. And I like put it back so dejectedly, like I was just like my dog died or something.
But it was like for a solid 5 minutes. You were like in need for this rib.
Why didn't you let him, Cyrus?
I was like, go ahead. I don't know. Get it if you want.
And then there was like this wine and cider bar place, and I was like, oh, let's go do it, like. And I walk in there, and Cyrus is like kind of behind me, and he's just like he's standing there, like we're waiting for someone to come greet us, and he just like starts like getting loud, and he was just like, "Oh, there's nowhere to sit in here." Like,
Oh no.
he was like, "Where are we gonna sit? All I want to do is sit." And then he started leaving. I was still standing there, and I started yelling. I was like, come back! Like, and then he yells. He's like, I want to do this. And like all these people are just staring.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's nowhere to sit. I want to do this.
No, because it was one of those places where you like, I don't know, you go in and she was like having a conversation with like this newly married couple or some shit, like a couple on vacation. And like,
Girl, she's
like,
never gonna notice us.
and there's like another couple like on vacation, and then it's just like us. I was like, I don't want to go do this. I don't want to do this. We're not a gay couple. I'm not your boyfriend.
Wow.
And then there was like this what sort of the fishing one or the
Yeah, they had a bunch of like fishing stuff and like
there's like I don't know, this like one shop had like this
Anchored
fishing area.
art.
And there was like this dad with like his like elderly mom with him or whatever, and he was like talking about fishing. You could tell he's like a fisherman, and I was like standing right next to him and acting like I was like talking to Cyrus, and I was like, dude, because the guy had just talked about like how he caught like this big like fish or something. And then I was like, dude, Cyrus, like, did you know, like, my dad, like, me and him caught this 45-foot sea urchin, like, cause I'm bisexual.
Oh no.
I was like, saying really loud, I was like, I'm bisexual. And, like, I have no idea, like.
Do you want to give any context on that?
Like, I don't know.
That's how they
It was just like,
boys.
it's this inside joke, like, with me and Cyrus, and.
Okay, we know this guy that is bisexual that just constantly hints around that he's bisexual, and like we understand that you told us, you know, like I don't know.
It was like
we know.
It was just this joke, and I just started like yelling it like, bis, and then we're like, I'd be like. Do you not know who I am? I'm bisexual.
Like it's like a full name.
It was so fucking
Walter
stupid.
Sexual.
And then we were tripping, and the guy that we saw at the grocery store the day before when we shopped, we saw him like out walking. We're like, oh my god, dude, like that's our guy. And we had this like realization, like holy shit, this is truly one of those places where like you see everyone over and over again, and like.
And then we saw like this
And
like,
then is that when you guys were like, we're trapped?
yeah, kinda. Like we saw this dude in this fisherman's hat and like this vest, and he's just like the most cartoony, like
He was
this guy
was super tall, but we saw him like 4 different times when we were out and about. We're like, dude, what is this guy doing?
And
Like,
he had a very distinct outfit too.
He's just walking around town in his fishing gear.
Yeah, it was so weird.
and we're just like, how? Like, what are you hiding? Like, no, that place is whack. And then trying to get off the island.
Okay, so I was like, so
I don't know who designed this shit, but this is dumb.
Washington State varies. Fuck you. So we get there at like 4 for the 4:30 boat, and I was like, "Do you got plenty of time?" And Ryan was like, "No, we totally got time to like sit down and like, eat somewhere." I was like, "No, we don't." I was like, I was starving. I was like, "Yeah, well, I do need food, but like I need to go park like right now though." So like, you handle this. He's like, "Nah, dude, we're good." I was like, "Okay." I ordered the food and I was like, "I gotta fucking go." Okay, so I go, and I go to where we're supposed to park, and the dude's like super like fuck you-ish, like douchebag, like I fucking hate you for some reason, even though I have no idea who you are. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But he's like, yeah, you're gonna have to like either make the 750 or the 9. So
So in fact, we were not good. I underestimated the essence of time, per se. And it wasn't the full reason we missed the ferry. It was 80% of the reason.
What was the other 20?
We woke up pretty late. Because after Friday night and Saturday night of just drugging out, like, I felt like the soul left my body Sunday morning, like.
At one point, like, okay, so our first night, like, we just, like, do a little bit of Molly, and then I'm, like, chilling, and I'm like, alright, yeah, I'm really tired, yeah, I'm about to, like, curl up, deuce out, it's, like, 11, something like that, and then Ryan's just, like, sitting up, and I'm like, yeah, I think I gotta deuce out, man. He's like, Cyrus, I was like, what, man? He's like, do more drugs!
I just start yelling at him. I was like, do more drugs! Like, let's go!
And did it work?
Yeah.
Did your peer pressure work?
Yeah,
we did the rest of the Molly. And then that's where the tacos came from, because we heard there were like drug dogs or something on the ferry, possibly, that could happen. So we got paranoid, and I put them in a bag of cheese, and like Mexican style.
That's good.
So we had that, and then we had ground beef, and then some tortilla chips for the mushrooms. And the mushrooms, they were especially smuggled. So we had them like in this baggie, and then I put them in like a big thing of cilantro, like really old cilantro.
like when you buy it out of the produce and it comes like all fluffy, not cut yet, and we make an actual salad. And hide the mushrooms in this salad because it literally looked like a real salad. He took lunch meat and shredded it up, put it on top. Like, it looked like a fucking salad, like a real deal. But there was no drug. Like, we could have been holding it in the open. Like, no, like there was
outside the window.
Like, there is no drug. There is no search of anything. Like.
We were getting on the other, we were like, thanks for not finding the drugs.
Like at the attendants, we're like, yeah, you idiots. Like, haha.
You're so
totally fooled you.
You're so stupid. You don't know, yeah.
But yeah, the late ferry, dude. So, we have to try for the 750 ferry or whatever, and they put you in this parking lot that's like numbered from like 1 to 10 in rows, and you park in these rows, and it's like these big this parking bay, and everyone was like lined up in rows, and you're just like sitting there chilling because like the ferries haven't been on schedule. They've been like an hour or two late, and like so you just wait around a lot because you can't lose your spot. And then with COVID and shit, like there's been less and less ferries coming and going. Anyway, we're just like waiting in this ferry line for like 2 hours. We're just like, I was like, what the fuck?
6. We were there for 6
Yeah,
hours.
6 total, but the first
cow.
this first phase, yeah, I was like, dude, what the fuck? We're sitting here a while. And then they made an announcement to be back at your cars at 7:50.
Yeah.
Okay. We go to this brewery. Okay, this is another example of these weird ass people.
The brewery was nice. It was nice because
brewery
it was
was
right
nice.
around the corner.
Yeah, we walked to the brewery. Our waiter was a fucking cock. He was like this young douche, and he
With Nikes
yeah,
on.
he had these like Nike high tops and like short jeans, and like he came to the table. He's like, what do you want? Like beer or like it was like weren't even complete sentences. Like he could not like give a single fuck. Like, and it was just awful. He never came to check. Like he was so short, and I was like, dude, what is up with the service? Like the first one I get, we were probably idiots, but we were we were sober at that point. For this time, so we weren't sure, and I left a note on the receipt, and I just wrote "meanie" with a frowny face.
Yeah.
Did you
give
tip
him the
him?
card man? So Ryan was like, I got this. He takes like the receipt with the card.
And he paid.
Yeah, I paid, and he's like, no, I got this. Ryan tips $2 and then signs it. Ryan's old friend, like.
I sign it
John
like
Piper.
I sign it as one of my friends' names. Like I just wrote. Well, he was a cock. Like I don't like tipping that low, but like.
Yeah.
He didn't try it all. And so yeah, I wrote meanie and tipped him $2 and signed it with like someone else's name. And then we get back to the fucking ferry, 7:50, and we're still just sitting there with our thumbs up our asses. No one's moving, no one's doing anything. So we're like, all right, like whatever. So we start rolling some blunts and going on walks, and like that was so fun.
Did you miss your ferry?
No.
No, we
had some shenanigans.
We didn't even make the 7:50 one. We just had to wait all the way till 9.
Yeah.
Oh, there just
and
never
then that
was
didn't
one?
even go till
Yeah.
10.
Yeah.
We didn't even get on the ferry till like 10 something.
Dang.
But yeah, we smoked these blunts and we ran around, did these stupid shenanigans, and then came back to the car, and we're still not moving, like, Cyrus is like, dude, like let's like play some like funny music over the radio because everyone's just sitting here with their windows down.
Wait.
Oh yeah.
Are you allowed to start your car?
No, but I just like started my battery real quick, and I just put it on for like a second. And I was just so bored, and we were just sitting there, and like I think you were rolling another blunt, and yeah, I throw on Cotton Eye Joe real loud, like blast
just
that
blasting it.
Oh my gosh.
And then it evolved into Britney Spears.
It's Britney, bitch.
Yeah, that beginning of
over
the
and
song.
over again. I just rewinded it and I started
No.
it over.
Dude, it was so quiet and so loud. It was just, it's Britney, bitch. and then you heard one distant guy
I
laugh.
felt like it was like a masterpiece for me. Like it was like so fulfilling, like to just come up with that and just like do that, like to random people. It was so nice. And then like there was Avril Lavigne's like
Oh yeah, we were blaring Avril Lavigne.
Honestly, this playlist sounds fire. I'd be down with it.
Anyway, we finally start moving, and we were smoking a blunt while we're driving to the other side of the island, and we were at this light, and this kid in a minivan beside us that looked maybe 18.
We were getting out of the parking lot, and we were still like moving super slow, and I'm blasting Fireflies. You would not believe your eyes.
Banger.
We were just fucking blasting it, and like this 18-year-old's like looking over at us and like, hey, like, cool. Like, I purposely like pulled up next to him, so
And we
from the hood.
We act like we're going so hard to Fireflies, like just like banging our heads and shit. And we're smoking this blunt, and Cyrus is like, dude, pass it to him. So I hold out the blunt, and the kid rolls down his window, and he's like, yeah. And he took a rip of the blunt and passed it back. It
That's
was like
dope.
it was the only cool connection we made with someone on that island, and it was a cool moment.
Yeah, and it was as we were leaving. And adding that same blunt, like as to end Friday Harbor, the cabin was so fucking nice. My aunt and uncle were so dope for that. But we were headed out, and the blunt's almost out. We're like, there's a quarter
Yeah, you
of it
guys
left.
smoke it down.
Yeah, we do. You gotta smoke it till you burn your fingers, or you're not.
Or you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little bitch.
Britney, bitch.
Exactly. Yeah, there's like a quarter left, and I was like, all right, here you go. And then Brian's like, we need to put it out. I was like, no, what are you talking about? Like, there's open air. What are you talking about? You know?
Like, it's just no big deal.
We're outside. I mean, like, you know, it's open. Like, you could fall out into the ocean if you're, you know, if you weren't careful. So, like, you know, I think I could smoke a blunt, you know. You can't. So we were just parking there, and the windows are open, and I'm drinking a beer. We're parked for 2 hours, dude.
Like, the car's parked, the car's parked, it's off, we're chilling on the boat.
Keys are in my pocket.
Yeah.
Like, calm down, everyone. And and then all of a sudden, like, someone yells, there's a quarter of it left, and some dude yells, "No smoking marijuana on the vessel!"
This guy was going berserk, and like, we were pretty baked, and no, and
like, we had smoked a blunt, like,
that was
that blunt.
yeah. Like two blunts deep, and this guy's just screaming at us, and my heart like sank. Like, I was laughing, but I also thought I was so fucked. Like, I was like, dude, we're gonna.
I don't need shit on my record again.
Yeah.
Like when you were a kid.
Yeah, and I was so terrified. I was like, dude, we're gonna get fucking thrown off. Like.
Was that all that happened though? Just someone yelled?
Yeah, that some attendant guy yelled, and we kept hearing people
like,
around us talking about it, and we were like leaned back.
We were like I was like, for me personally, I was like so stoned. Like, I leaned back and like I just like closed my eyes a little bit. And I was just like, good to be parked, you know. It's good.
Tough crowd.
Yeah, and like, yeah, the guys were like standing outside of my car for like a little bit. Like, I heard like marijuana like in a faint distance. Like, that's all I heard. But like they were it wasn't like a happy time.
Marijuana.
But yeah, we put it out. Like,
Yeah, we put it out, but people hated us, like, from the blaring the music, and then the like, dude, like, everyone was probably so sick of our shit on that island, dude. Like, and nobody was having any of it. Like, dude, like, I don't want to go back there for a long ass time.
they hated us.
Yeah, and then like,
No, if I like next time I do go there, I'm just like getting shit here. Get groceries here first. First of all,
so expensive.
Everything, just like at the gas station, at the grocery store. Like, they don't have any major stores, because I mean, I'm sure it's like so hard to get to it.
It's like Hawaii. Everything's got to be like imported in.
Yeah, fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, it's all expensive.
But I would just like stay at the cabin the entire time and just not go to town. Like,
It sounds dope.
I would go to town, but ripped out of my mind though. Like,
no, I definitely want to.
Just to terrorize the people. So
yeah, like,
it's us again.
And then I harassed another old man.
Allegedly.
Over the phone.
Oh my god.
This old man.
We were walking through town, and they had this like community bulletin board. And dude, okay, so we're in our peak, like, it's just tripping. And
on mushrooms.
Yeah, on the mushrooms, and on this message board, this guy left a phone number, and it said apple presser. And I was like, yeah, like, so I was like, dude, you have to call it, like. And so I called the guy, and he's like, hello, and I was like, and I did that thing, I was like, oh,
It's over the phone.
and the guy just like wasn't saying anything. I was like, ha, you're the guy at the apple presser. And he's like, yes I am. I was like, oh, I was like, I got so many apples, like, and I was like, I'm coming tomorrow, like. And then I was like, me and my associates will be there, and this guy's like, okay, and I was like, aha! And then he kind of did it back. He's like, aha, like.
Yeah.
But yeah, we gotta all do some shit. I want to go.
I want to go to Vegas so bad.
Okay, Vegas, but what I want to do, like, realistically, soon, pumpkin patch and fucking
Yes.
pumpkin carving.
Yes, I definitely want to do that. A 20% pumpkin carving contest.
Competition? Yeah.
I think it could be good.
Dude, you guys are gonna get fucking spanked by my pumpkin.
Whoa, your pumpkin's a freak.
My pumpkins would spank your fucking pumpkins.
That's pretty spooky.
We don't king shame. It'd be good. I'm ready for spooky season.
I always love those.
Are you on heroin right now?
No. Shut up. The haunted attractions, those things are always dope. Haunted houses and shit, where they like the ones where like they can actually grab you and stuff. Like it, I love that shit.
Oh my gosh.
I love that shit.
But I went to that haunted house on, it's in like southern or South Seattle area at like the Georgetown Morgue or something like that.
That was a good one.
Yeah, I literally, like, it's a good thing it ended when it did, because I felt like I was literally gonna faint, and then all of a sudden it was over, and I was like, oh, thank God, because you have to, like, go through, like, this squeezy wall.
Like a haunted house, like, walk-through thing. Like, you walk through and people jump out, and, like, there's scary scenes, and, like, they...
Oh,
and
yeah.
weird lights, and...
That's not going to be allowed this year, huh?
I know, well, some places
but you said they're doing a drive-through one?
Yeah,
I want the number 7. Not that scary though. Go light on the scary.
But I'm just like wondering how is that gonna work?
Light on the scary.
Go light on the scary, please. No more.
If you're in your car, like driving through, like, say someone like jumps in front of you and you get scared and you slam on the gas, like, won't you hit them? How are they gonna do this?
Or maybe it's on a moving track. Maybe the car sits still. And
like
it
you
moves
have
you
to put it in neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
that
to put your
makes
car
sense.
in neutral or something. Yeah.
But
Ah,
still, that'd be
figured
a
it
big
out.
car moving track.
I just, I'll never forget, like, just growling at a bunch of old people.
I know, I just...
like,
or like that kid, like, I feel like he, like, probably, like, showed up to wherever he was going. He was like, dude, you'll never believe what happened. These guys playing
and I don't fucking
Firefly.
regret that shit. I
Passed a
don't.
blunt.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm very happy to act like an idiot because I'm gonna be.
That made
I'm
we
gonna
made
be-
at least one person laugh. There.
Yeah. I'm gonna be old and in a wheelchair with like dementia one day, and none of this is gonna matter anyway. So I'd rather go out a fucking idiot.
There we go.
Because those like 6 hours, I don't know if I've been happier. Like that was like, I felt so good. But then yeah, Sunday morning I felt like I died. Like it was like I couldn't, like I just did not have it in me to get up. Like
Drugs. Yeah.
Sounds like good trips.
I went to the gym this morning because I'm ripped and jacked. Sorry to look exactly like Terry Crews. It's my bad. Sorry. No, I'm so fucking tired.
Wow.
How tired I am. I have to wake up at 5 in the morning. Like I have to be out the door at 5 in the morning.
It's only 11 right now.
Yeah, no, it's great. Yeah, I'm gonna do cocaine. I got a raise though.
Yay! Woo!
Hell yeah. How do you feel about it? Was it a good like?
I don't know.
Are you
4
happy?
months and $1 raise.
$1's like that
I
adds up
got
quick
you
though.
$1.
Sadly, $1's pretty good. Like.
Well,
I
I mean,
know.
like that. It's an extra $160 a month, like just full time. So.
Nice.
So that's like my car insurance. So
Yeah.
I guess. So it takes away the imaginary money. So the new imaginary money is the new barely real money is gonna get the real imaginary money. There you go. No, fuck car insurance, man. Like, I hate car insurance.
It's $150. Like.
$160, and
Mine's
it's too
160
much.
too.
I just don't understand. Like, if I break your bumper, I'll buy you a new bumper. Like, I don't get it.
You're done. I had a random thought today about jury duty. Would you, if you,
It wasn't a random thought. It was a thought from The Office. Dumb.
yeah, they said, what was the Oh yeah,
Jim
yeah,
had
Jim.
an excuse.
Jim had jury duty, and I was like, "Yo, dude, jury duty would be dope." Would
Yeah.
you? Would you?
If you got put on like a big trial
I don't even want a
with
big
good
one.
story.
No, this is
just a trial with a good story.
I would like if as long as it's like a minor thing, like I would love to because you have to be
Wreak
unanimous.
havoc.
Yeah, it's like be like if it's so like obvious one way, just like yo, but like I don't know, I'm not buying it, dude. Like
He has innocent eyes.
yeah, you think that face did that, like, and then you just
I know there's video, but
just troll this shit out of them. But then they pay for your lunch every day.
wow.
So
you get to troll for free lunch.
I'm waiting for my jury duty papers. Like I haven't got. I feel like they're coming.
Give me some jury duty.
I want it so bad.
Come on, give me some jury duty.
Just to like and be like talk to the other like the jurors and be like, yo, you heard this rumor? And it's like, yeah, like I made up the rumor, but did you hear it? Like I don't know. I think that'd be. So what the fuck? Yeah, just give me something.
Yeah.
Something. Give me
It's too bad you can't just like volunteer as tribute, like you walk
Yeah.
in and like
Yeah, like
a volunteer to
Like,
be on the next jury.
just
duty
walk
or
in and be like,
whatever.
yo, like who wants like a sick day? Like I'll catch you up.
Put me in, coach. Put me in, coach. Put me in, judge. Put me in, judge. Yo, judge, there's a fucking bang the gavel. Bang the fucking gavel.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Oh my god.
Judge makes me think of like the debates tonight. Those were so bad. Like they literally like they wouldn't. I think, and I'm biased, but Trump was way worse. Like he just would like he would ask Biden a question, and then like Biden would like start trying to answer, and then he would just keep like yelling the question while
Yeah,
like
I
Biden's trying to like answer.
I saw a couple Twitter videos and like yeah, the moderator would ask a question. And one of them would start it, and then they would just start yelling at each other, and the moderator would try and like, excuse me, like your time, and they
Yeah.
would just talk louder, and the moderator would talk louder, and they would talk loud, like
It was ridiculous.
it was like it's hilarious as like a comedy skit, but like. are you
Oh, I
telling me-
can't wait to see the skits like done to mock this.
Okay, so like Travel 20 Pod, like Canada or something. You guys want to check out
Yeah,
Canada?
and then we just
Like
stay.
if shit goes south, like you guys want to.
It's cheaper to go south. Well, I guess
Wait,
'cause you have
yeah.
to travel further, but once you get south, it's
Go to
cheaper.
Guatemala.
Well,
20%
You're
Guatemala.
just picking countries
Yo,
willy
that'd be
nilly.
sick. I don't know anything down there, but I'd be down.
Let's build a village.
I like the way it feels on the tongue. Guatemala.
Guatemala.
Who else is doing that?
I don't. Wait, who else is going? I don't know Guatemalans. I don't know
Yeah,
who
we-
else is going to Guatemala.
We'll just do Guatemala. Like we could go to Guatemala and.
Guatemala, mala.
Wait, what'd I say?
Holla, Guatemala.
What'd I say?
Guatemala.
That's right, Guatemala.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead, continue.
No,
okay,
it just
we
sounds
go
weird.
to Guatemala and we start the first Guatemalan podcast. What do you think about
There's
that?
probably Guatemalan podcasts
Do they?
already.
I don't know. I don't know anything about.
Do they
Like, are
speak
they
Spanish?
third world? Are they okay? I don't know. I
I don't know
that's
much
the
about
most
Guatemala
ignorant
now.
thing to say.
I literally
ever.
don't know. I don't know anything about it. I'm uncultured as shit.
There's like third world parts of the United States.
I don't know.
It's true. Go to a reservation.
I don't know the way of life in Guatemala. I don't know.
Wait, is that?
You don't know shit about it either.
No, I don't.
Yeah, see, it's hard.
Is that? Yeah.
It's
Is that
hard.
like Mexico?
Yeah, is that? Yeah.
They have lots of podcast series.
I know. I told you.
They have lots of podcast series.
He
They are
totally told
thriving.
you.
They don't need you, Ryan. Okay.
First of all, it's us. We're a team. This podcast.
Guatemala doesn't need us, but we need Guatemala. If you could put that in the books.
Give me Guatemala.
Or give me death.
What?
I forgot the line.
What?
What line? What the fuck are you talking about?
Line.
Anyway, guys, are you you guys ever like sore and stuff? Because like I'm sore lately, and I could really use some titty lotion right now.
My uncles kept teasing me, like, as soon as they... Because you guys FaceTimed, or, like, well, you said the thing about the, the sponsored, or when that was first happening, and I was like, oh, yeah, and they're like, oh, like, by what? And I'm like, okay, it's gonna sound weird when I say the name, but it's like, for titty lotion, they're like, oh, you got chafed nipples? And then when they were going to buy some, they're like, well, we don't want people thinking we have chafed nipples.
It's a good name.
Yeah.
And it's eye-catching. And they got merch coming out soon, and I'm so excited for it because I'm going to be rocking that shit.
It's going to be a great conversation piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
Titty lotion.
People are going to have to ask.
They're all, what are you, a bee?
But yeah, titty lotion is dope.
They have 1,000 milligrams of CBD. It's pretty dope, and like most of them have like 100 or like 150, and this is 1,000. Like it actually works. Like it actually gets into your kinks, and it's a natural inflammatory. It's anti-inflammatory.
I actually do like the way the bottle looks. Like it looks kind of like high end. Like just like the
Sleek.
because it's so simple.
Yeah, and it's not just for titties. It's for everywhere, your whole body.
Yeah. Which, honestly, those lotions are the best. And I think, like,
But
as far as, like, CBD growing in the world, like, those lotions are what, like, medically, like, it's great.
But that's tittylotion.com, and the discount code, 25% off. The discount code is 20%, like the 20% podcast.
20% for 25% off.
Yeah, don't judge
Can't
it.
forget it.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's like yin and yang.
Yeah. That sounds good to me.
Tittylotion.com. Use the code 20%. 25% off. Yeah, they're pretty sweet. I know. I keep telling more people about titty lotion.
Me too.
Like it's a conversation starter for sure.
Yeah. And it's a great way to support like a good cause because they donate a lot of proceeds, and also just like a up and coming business. And our podcast it is.
Yeah.
Slowly
Two
up and coming,
peas in a
so-
pod.
Yeah.
Ah, I see that. Pod.
Two
Peas in a
birds, one
pod.
stone.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Cyrus showed me this the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
I've never
Yeah,
heard of
he'd
it.
never seen that. You've never seen that? Okay, so like I was a pretty weird kid, but when I was like 12, 13, I was like obsessed with this movie, and like the main character, Hunter S. Thompson, and it was kind of weird. It was like my goal. I was like, I'm gonna do every drug. I'm gonna like
Oh,
it's
big goals.
It's gonna be cool. But no, yeah, I was a weird kid, but
Yeah.
good, chilling. But yeah, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is a good movie. It's about Hunter S. Thompson and his explicit drug use, like in the 60s and 70s, and
I don't
He
know
was
who
a
that
writer.
guy is.
He was a very famous journalist in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and he was a writer.
and poet, I think.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But yeah, he would go out for these stories and just like be so fucked up on drugs and alcohol and like crazy drugs, not just like some simple party drugs. Like this guy would ether. He would like inject ether, which was it's an ingredient in cocaine. Ether. That's what it is. And it's just this guy basically loses his mind eventually and over life, but like.
He did like ether, cocaine all the time, but like his actual schedule, like in real life, was like cocaine. Like wake up at 3 p.m., like do coke, and then like I don't know, like drink, and then chill out for a little bit, and then do more coke, and then chill out for a little
Drop
bit.
acid. He would do drop acid and do
Damn.
cocaine like every day, and like he knew he was deteriorating his body and brain, but like he like wanted to like just push everything to the edge, and like he would binge out on drugs and alcohol and then just sit at a typewriter and just crank out his who he is, and like
It just makes you wonder, like, his thought process, or like if like, you just do such hard drugs for that long, like, you almost, I would think, become afraid of, like, just the thought of, like, being in full, like, reality, like, or it just becomes a new type of reality.
Yeah, he just wanted the story. He just wanted to be honest and like. But yeah, the movie is just like about this one trip he has to Las Vegas and like with his attorney back in the day, and it's like just the craziest, most bizarre story because the whole time he's like tripping balls and losing his mind and like. It barely even like he barely even did anything for this story, but like it was this long ass movie about just different antics and. Oh, it's a cool movie.
It sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of DVDs at my house. There's no cable or internet. There's okay service.
That's the
Like-
best kind of cabin, though, I think. Like, where you do just kind of have to, like, shut down a little bit or, like, unplug, I guess.
Interact with people or something.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'm down to carve some pumpkins though.
Yeah.
Super down.
That'd be super dope.
I
And
want
they're
some
really
kettle
cheap
corn.
right now.
Yeah, I think there's this place in Snohomish I think that place is open.
Cool. Yeah, a lot of the berry farms and stuff are open, so.
You should get at it. Yeah. Yup. And the next episode, I have a friend that's going to be on the podcast.
It's about time you bring a guest to this.
Yeah, and he's going to be doing acid on the podcast.
Wow.
So that'll be super cool.
Okay.
We
That'd
could probably,
be
Well, he
something
may or
new.
may not be doing acid on the podcast. Wink,
Right.
wink.
we could probably do that one like a 2-hour one with that. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see what's
Maybe
up.
set up
yeah.
some questions.
Yeah.
Or, I don't
That's
know,
what I'm
like,
saying.
would that fuck
I
up their
wonder
trip?
what like fun. Well, I mean, he. I guess he does it a lot. I don't know, but like, he's a normal guy. But I think I don't know. But yeah, like, so, like, what do you think about time? Like, what do you think about like before and after things and stuff like that? I don't know.
Conspiracies or I don't know who knows, but like
Could be
it's
good.
gonna be fun.
Yeah. What if he just has like a really fucking bad trip and starts panicking and like beating the shit out of us or something?
Wow, that's
Yeah,
super
don't put
I
that
don't know,
energy
like,
out there.
If he just has like a super bad trip, he's like, whoa!
You can tell we're paranoid now because
Oh
we
my
put that
God.
thought into our head and then he feeds off our paranoia.
Oh no. No, he's a chill dude.
So yeah.
We hope so.
Stay tuned for the acid episode. I think that's it.
That's a wrap.
Cool. That's a wrap. Thanks, Mix a lot.
Nobody knows what that means.
None of that go out. Yeah, none
No.
of that. Anyway, thanks to Mix a lot. We love you. Good night, everybody.
Buy some titty lotion.
What the Okay. Well, we got something.
I think it's funny. I think
Yeah.
it's some good content.
It's fine.
They all had sticks inside of their ass.
I don't get it. There's no splooge on your phone.
Oh yeah, Hamim started like purring into the microphone at one
Really?
point.
Oh. Good girl.
I know, she just decided she wanted to be in the loop.
Just crawled up there.
Diabetes kid.
No.
No.
She's so good. Be nice to her.
Yeah. Look
at
No
her
wonder she
little-
splooges
Look at her
on your phone.
big old body.
She's fluffy.
It's just a winter
fur.
She's just getting warm for the winter.
This is a thick girl household.
You hear it?
Oh, feisty. Oh, feisty.
she starts clawing you.
Her poor short tail. Traumatizing.
I forgot this thing's doing
Oh no. Now she has Wow. Those are like short sweats.
Good kitty. Wait. Oh, it's gone. This cat hates you.
She's a baby. She's a BBW kitty.
Baby W kitty.